I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I work full time, I love makeup and skincare, and I truly believe every single woman wants to look and feel her best and have the tools and the resources to help you get there. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you this mascara from Refy. This is the Lash Sculpt Mascara. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the product as I go in with the first and second coat application of the product, and then I'm going to wrap it up giving you my overall thoughts and review of the product. So let's get into this. Get into this makeup review video. I do want to make sure to point out YouTube has recently launched a new affiliate program, so it's easier than ever to shop the products that I reference in this video. Make sure you check that out because that is how I am able to bring you new products and reviews to the channel every single week, is by you all using the affiliate link. So I'm really excited to try. This has been one of Sephora's best-selling mascaras for a while, and I've never even heard of it. It's supposed to really give you a natural looking lash lift. There's the packaging, definitely different than what I expected. Let's take a look at that wand again. Oh wow, that is interesting. Do you see that? I don't think I've ever seen a mascara wand like this ever. Is there even product on the applicator? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. Like I said, this is my very first time using this, you all. Buckle up. Okay, so this is supposed to give you sculpted, lengthened. Oh yeah, there is some mascara on the wand. Sculpted, lengthened mascaras that promise lift and separation and no clumping, which I am here for. I can definitely see, this is so interesting. I feel like I have to be even more slow and precise in getting that product onto the lashes. But you can see, like, it's just the way that this brushes, it is combing it through really, really nicely. Like, I don't know, this is just so interesting. Like, you can definitely see where it's adding product to the lashes. It's very much focused on like lash length. I don't think this is gonna get you a lot of volume, you all. And you do have to take your time with it. I don't feel like you can just go in and go and have mascara on the eyes. Okay, so like I said, this is supposed to give you lifted, separated lashes. It's supposed to be smudge resistant and long wearing. And this is it says it's a dual-sided wand. I just see the one side of bristles. I don't know why. I guess maybe if you talk about like the straight part and then the hook part, maybe that's the dual-sided. Anyway, the wand is supposed to really help sculpt and separate the lashes. So to me, I definitely see, I could see myself using this as like when I go in with one of my go-to volumizing mascaras and then I really want to separate the lashes, I could see going in then with this product to do that. So I may test that out. Stay tuned. I might do a whole video on that to kind of see, you know, can you take maybe a normally good mascara that leans a little bit more clumpy, and can we get it to separate? One of the mascaras I'm thinking of is like the Tartelette XL mascara. It's a tubing mascara and it's a very wet formula. It's very clumpy. I'd be curious to see what this, like how this works with that. Okay, I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna take a picture so we can see the curl. Again, I'm not seeing a whole lot of volume whatsoever, but the lashes are very separated and they are lengthened, but they still just look non-existent to me. So I'm gonna pause, I'm gonna take a picture, we're gonna look at it together. Take a look at the picture. This is definitely like your lashes but better kind of look and feel. There's not a lot, in my opinion, happening here. The real test of a great mascara, what does it look like on the second coat? So I'm gonna go in now with the second coat with this mascara. Let's talk about the ingredients. We see this in quite a few mascaras, all three of these ingredients. The first one is carnauba wax, and this is what really adds structure to the lashes and holds curl for the lashes. It also has beeswax in it. So the beeswax is what gives it that flexible hold and smooth application when you're pulling it through the lashes. I am getting a smidge more volume on this second coat. This may be one of those mascaras that takes a learning curve. So it's not something you're going to be able to really master the first, maybe even first several times. You're going to have to kind of play around with it and use it multiple times to really see the benefits. But first impression, you all, it is definitely keeping the lashes separated. I'm getting that curl. I am getting that length. I'm just lacking a little bit of volume, but I think if you like the look of like a lash extension look, you're gonna really like this mascara. It also has panthenol, which is like pro vitamin B5. That's gonna help condition the lashes. And you see this pro vitamin B5 in both drugstore and prestige mascaras, along with that carnival wax. You just see it in so many mascaras. But really, this mascara is focused more on conditioning your lashes and having that flexible formula versus a heavy volumizing wax, right? So again, leaning into that sculpted, lifted lash look, the look of lash extensions versus a full false lash effect. I can tell you, I do feel like the mascara feels lightweight. Even going in with this second coat, my lashes don't feel heavy. And you can see that separation. Like, this is doing such a good job of keeping the lashes separated. And that's great for me because my lashes are short, they're straight, they're non-existent. And so I really like to build a formula, and I want my lashes to stay separated and defined in the process, because I feel like that's how my lashes look more full. So what I'm gonna do, it does give you this tip here. It says to wiggle at the base and then pull through to get maximum length. So we're gonna wiggle at the base and pull through. Again, I think it's just gonna take a little bit of a technique, a little bit of a learning curve with this mascara. For me personally, it's not gonna be a go-to for me. I feel like I have to go a little bit too slow to get the product onto the lashes. But again, if you are somebody that really, maybe you already have really long lashes and you just want to really separate and lift the lashes and get that look of like a lash extension, you're gonna wanna check this out. I can see why there's a lot of popularity around this mascara, but you can see like I smudged on the eyelid here. That's okay. If that happens, let it dry, and then you just take a Q-tip and you can look in your mirror and you can just roll that product right off, and it comes off so easily. It doesn't mess up your eye makeup look. The key is to make sure that you let it dry. But again, I got just a little bit too cocky there, a little bit too confident, and ended up making a little bit of a mess. So for me, this mascara is a pass, just because I want a little bit more volume and I don't necessarily want the learning curve. But as I said before, if you're somebody that wants the look of of lash extensions, not false lashes, but lash extensions, just really nice long lifted lashes, this does a great job of separating the lashes. And I am going to try to use this with one of my mascaras that's a little bit more clumpy to see if I can get it to really help separate the lashes. If anything, I may end up keeping the wand from this applicator. So there you have it. If you have any questions about the mascara, don't hesitate to ask. If you like these types of videos where I share with you a single product, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, so when I post that new video, you're notified. Have a great day. I get asked what I'm wearing on my eyes and my lips, so I love to incorporate it into the video so I don't forget. Today on the eyes, I'm wearing the Armani Liquid Shadow in Sparkle. I love this because it really helps to brighten up the eye and allows my eyes to just pop. Absolutely love it. And then on the lips, I'm wearing the Dior Lip Glow Oil in the color Pink Lilac. I absolutely love this. It just has a ton of shine. Absolutely beautiful on the lips. Definitely recommend checking it out. And I also am rocking my Target Rib t-shirt. I have this in so many colors, but I love this because you can dress it up or you can dress it down, and it's a really cost-effective t-shirt. As I said in the beginning, any of the products that I'm sharing with you today, I'll be sure to include my affiliate links down in the description so you can shop the products, and thank you in advance for using those affiliate links. Also down in the description for any of the products that I mentioned, I'm going to put the links so you can go and watch my dedicated reviews and tutorials that I've done on each one of the products that I mentioned in this video. If you're like me and you love a really good deal on makeup and skincare, make sure you subscribe to my weekly email list where I highlight recent products that I've tried that I recommend, my most top 10 favorite links that I share, the most recent YouTube videos that I've posted, all of that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe to my weekly email. And last but definitely not least, after years using different day planners and not really finding one that I loved, I love to have like my to-do list for work and at home. I like to be able to goal set, habit track. I want to do that for the year, for the quarter, for the month, for the week, for the day, like all of that. I want it in one day planner and I couldn't find one, so I decided to make my own. I made it available to you. It's over on Amazon. I'll put that link down in the description as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell so when I post new videos, you're notified. Have a great day. For another mascara review video, make sure you go and watch this one next.